last part, oh, I didn't even say what's good, it's Young D, whatever. I'm just so used to cranking out the videos. But the last part of the music theory um, video is coming right now, and that, as I literally just explained, and I'm even gonna put all of these into a playlist for you. Don't worry about it. Is right here, and it is hats, snares, rims, claps, etc. So let's get into it. So the first thing we have is hats. Now, because we're keeping it simple for this tutorial, I literally just had a two-step hi-hat program for you guys, um, or pattern for you guys programmed in. So that just sounds like this. You get the point. A way you can do that easily on Channel Rack is just by going here and then filling. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that. Not a lot to show there. Just wanted to make sure if anyone was confused. As for stutters and stuff like that, you need to add those in wherever you feel comfortable and wherever just they sound good. Those are, as producers will tell you, and I've said before, are mainly random. Now, I prefer adding them on 1 and 3 and stuff like that, but most of the time adding them randomly will work, so don't even worry about that part. That's why I didn't even include that in this video. So next, we're going to have the snares, rims, and claps. So let me go to first the snares. Or actually, let me go to the claps, because you guys are probably most used to that. So the claps for this were just... Or I'm going to mute the... We're just... So very simple, you know, the classic syncopated clap at the end there. Snares were slightly or a little bit different. And I got the idea. What I did for snares was... Here we go, snares. Was I added a little syncopated note in between 3 and 3 of measures 1 and 2. And the reason I did that is because I realized, ooh, the clap and rim kind of do that at the end there, so why is it not at the beginning there? Both parts should be just as fun, and the snare never really is included. So I added that in. That sounds like this. And then the claps and snares together. And then the rim, last but not least, always pretty much goes on 4. I don't know if you guys know that general rule, but that left me with this. And that is going to sound weird for now, but when I add in the clap, you're going to see why that works. So then I add everything else in. And you have to be able to do that. You have to be able to say, well, what about the other instruments I'm incorporating? So let's play that now. See how you get the da-da with the clap and the... I think it sounds cool. It is a little weird and experimental. You might not like it, but I think the... right there, the da-da sounds pretty cool. So I decided to keep that and add that in. So that will conclude it for the... you know, this part of the music theory video on how to do that, but we are not done yet because we have to listen to a few more things and do a few more things. First, we have to listen to how everything sounds together. So we'll go do that, and let's see. So the levels are definitely little bit off, but this was not a mixing and mastering class. I would say overall it sounds pretty good, especially a general note is if this sounds good, I'm going to get rid of this loop. If the melody and harmony sound good together, now the levels for the melody seem to be off slightly now. I didn't think they were before, but hold on. Let me check. 7. Wait, what was I? Oh shit, did I accidentally? Yeah. Oh, I think I was going the wrong way, wasn't I? Let's go to 5.5. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up or click anything else by an accident. But anyways, let's try this again. I think that sounds pretty good. It's not excellent, because it is just as simple as I could possibly make it, but I think it sounds alright. I am curious to see what it would sound like if I added a 2 instead of a 4. Actually, no, I'm not even going to bother doing that. Okay. So I think... You know what I'm thinking now it is? I'm thinking it's the sound I use specifically for the melody. I think if I had used a little bit of a better sound, that top melody would sound a little bit better. But again, too late is what it is. Let's continue on in with it. What I was gonna show you guys next was, hold on, wait. So the ending one more time was, or everything together one more time was. Which, yeah, that's not bad at all. I would say, actually. You know, like I said, definitely room for improvement. But anyways, moving on. What I needed to show you also was, um, just did that to get everything gray, you know, was the mixer. So what I did for this was, let's see. I already showed you these from before. Let's open up the channel rack. Okay, that's not part of it. 5 isn't 4 and 5. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Let's stop. What becomes part of it? Number 6. Okay, so 6 is the harmony. So for the harmony, I added a lot of effects here because it just did not sound good without them. So what I added here was a compression, a limiter, an EQ, a reverb, a flanger, and a balance. And I think the only one of those we haven't gone over is a flanger, and maybe we went over it slightly, but that just gave this a slightly more chorusy, harmonic vibe, so I decided to add it in. I don't know how it works that well other than presets, but that is the main reason why I added it. Next is the melodies. I'll pull that up too. The melodies, mixer didn't really add much, just a compression, a limiter, a balance, kind of the class, or not the classic, I should say, because that's not classic at all, but just basic stuff for those things. Next for 8, which was the um, 808 and the bass part. Um, I didn't need to add anything. I just changed the levels on the physical mixer for volume. For 9, that was the hat. I don't think I added anything either. Let me check. Yeah, 9, I didn't add anything either. Because the hat. Wait, what just happened? Oh, there we go. The hat was pretty simple. It didn't really need anything. And last but not least, there was uh, 10 right here, which was the rims, snares, and claps, which once again didn't really need anything, just needed the volume changed and stuff like that. So that's going to conclude it for this music theory lesson. I hope you learned some things in this 3-part series, hopefully. And yeah, I will post this as a playlist so you can see all of them overall as one. Thanks for your time. Be good people. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.